In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Так, нет, это не сейчас. Так, голая жопа, погнали. Так, прицените в чат, если меня слышно или нет. Все, окей, благодарочка. Кстати, стрим в 2К, если что. Туговато. Сейчас стоямба. Микро на всю стоит. По идее, должно быть нормально слышно. Но это что, игра слишком громко. Ну, атмосферно, атмосферно. Нормально. Скримеры, как обычно. Что, кстати, по картинке нормально видно? Да, кошмары перед сном. Это страшно, это вот сельство этого дядьки. Потом я воспринимаю. Ага. Ой, блин, больно на ноге.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh,
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night. Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Ну, парничек, конечно, веселый у него.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here, waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Можно, да? Спасибо. Попасть к месту
Before we get to the crime
преступления.
scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Доска зацепок — это моментальная методика, которая помогает саге изучать улики и делать выводы по ходу расследования. Так, R перемещение, L2, чтобы приблизить или отдалить камеру. Мы это уже поняли. Рассмотрим доску зацепок дальше или нажать на рычаг, чтобы выйти. Ну, пока тут ничего интересного
I see
нету.
you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature.
Чё
Gives
ну?
me a headache.
Стараемся.
There's too much
Что-то не
sky.
получается, Крем.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Пока на расслабончике палец гуляем.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Да, на чистом воздухе куда
Damn.
интереснее людей убивать.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a
Нифига.
tarp?
Куни.
They did. Next
Хорош.
coffee's on me.
Саламчик.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Пойдем. Покажешь.
So, FBI, huh?
Угу.
That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
Еще и вверх и вниз стреляем.
Cover-ups.
А у него вообще наш конец.
Those are real? You guys
Да.
hiring?
Да, вакансия кладовщика у нас
See
есть.
this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know.
Пацаны, ставьте плюс, у кого больше.
Stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Я не думаю. Хоп-хоп, сразу пошла цепочка событий. После добавления изображения в доске зацепок появится новая линия расследования. После добавления фотоизображения появится новый вопрос. Задача на доске зацепок можно посмотреть в целях. Цели. Исследовать место преступления. Так,
The
сердечко
killer left
давайте
the heart right
изучим.
next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Ну, конечно, какая-то наблюдательная сердце броневоджено лежит. Так, доска зацепок. Так, стоять. Значит, не сюда, это правильно? Сюда.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Улики помогают найти ответ на открытые вопросы и разблокировали умозаключение. По мере расследования в целях будут появляться новые вопросы. Чтобы увидеть изменения в целях, нажмите треугольник. И разузнать о жертве и разузнать об убийстве. Убийца. Чтобы собрать новые улики.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Певчанского хряпнули,
Someone was
ребята.
drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Да, на YouTube стримили, как челы, блядь, резали. Чё нет? Так, убийца, убийца. Да чё ты?
Footprints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Вот это на будущее. Карта.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters. Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came...
Так, это еще никак не помогает обстановке. Что еще расскажешь интересного?
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Счастливый хэппи-энд,
I think
согласен.
that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Так. Как бы намекает, что надо сделать.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Как в песенке, да? Right here, right now.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Да. Контейнер.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Давай, давай. Сейчас придем.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job
Так,
is
стой, я
unfinished.
там сюда сбегать.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping in
Все,
his
подождите.
Haven't figured that part out
Тут
yet.
ничка должна быть.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Так, кто там читает? Читать вам не буду, вслух. Думаю, разберетесь, как читать. Батареечки.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless
Не
jokes
знаю,
about
тут творится
coincidentally
полный
having the
дурдом,
same
но
name as a
самый
fake
жуткий час.
detective.
Не забывай, что Алан
He
присматривает
hates
за
those
нами.
cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movie.
Ну, у нас еще маловато их, чтобы мы могли что-то качнуть.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Оп-оп-оп, пошла движуха. Хм. Сюда. Так, дела. Какая-то основную видим.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Да ладно, я недолго был. Пойдем. Че поклидно.
Didn't know trees got that big.
A witch with no heart. A
Видно без
strange
сердца.
echo of Al murder.
Какое-то забаганное место, вот не могу попасть сюда. Чем я что в первый раз, все во второй не цепляется здесь. Ну ладно, там, короче, ничего интересного там нету. Следы.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Ну возьми его.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing sick game.
Да. Или
You're
вы
right.
в чью-то игру играете, котята.
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Да сюда прилепит его.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Ну, это то, что читали.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Стоять.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Так, ну пока с доской все.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Пойдем.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Чё, как пацаны, интересно? Плюсаните в чат.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Давай.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean.
Да, просто пацаны, если бы в чате
Deputies
немножко
aren't
активнее себя
exactly up to
вели,
the task,
а
but
вось бы там
hopefully the
народ
sheriff will be more
подтянул
helpful.
себе
Not a surprise. about
рекомендации,
deputies.
YouTube, все такое.
Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Не, я уверен, больше чем на 100% игруля своего времени стоит.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Пойдем боярышника лучше бахнем. Здорово, подруга.
Hey! Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
Oh dear.
Да, день рождения. Что, в первой части приезжали мы в день рождения, что во второй части? Совпадение? Я не думаю.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Где мой боярышник?
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say.
Блин, Колян, как бы я сам
Casey, you
понимал,
compare
что
notes
тут
with the
происходит, я тебе уже сказал.
Take your time.
Я так понимаю, что они в книге, которую он пишет.
We've
Только
looked
они
through
еще
the
этого
case
не
files you
одупляют.
sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure.
По ходу игры поймем,
But
что
it's
тут
slowed down ever
происходит.
since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Ну это подруга как с какими-то сверхспособностями. Видишь, как она тут цепочки все этих событий раскидывает. Видать, что-то она шарит. Так, котята, я вас ищу. Вы букеры?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson.
Букины.
Are you the Bookers?
That's us.
Yeah.
I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Светка и Ромчик.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Что-то пацан больше нашуган, чем подруга.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was...
Опа, опа, опа. Что-то скрывает подруга.
That's all.
Да-да-да. Так, тут нам как бы намекают, что пора сходить в досье. Букины. Светка и Ромчик Букины.
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Попались букеры. Так, дела какие-то у нас открылись. Да, блин. Да поставь ты.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Надо узнать. Неплохо организовано, так что им приходится действовать тайно, скрывать лица, связь с Днем оленя. Да, оленей-то у нас тут хватает.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Медальончик какой-то.
Thanks.
Что самое интересное, что подруга Роуз в первой части. Та же самая подруга.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Ну, дочь-то у нее вроде живая, она ж вот по телефону ехала, с ней разговаривала, когда они ехали на осмотр тела. А тут она заливает, что дочь ее утонула. Вот они состыковочки, да, уже какие идут. Так, там что-то у нас новое появилось. Так, ну, ничего пока нового нет, правильно у нас? Да.
All set?
Ну
My
да.
guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day.
Да не толкайся.
Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that
Pues,
waitress from the
ладно.
diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Так, карту себе
Well, this is the Bright
засейвим.
Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey. So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this.
Нет, там с Твичом свои нюансы. Там битрейт очень низкий. Там туда проще через прост стримить. Ну, картинка будет лучше. Если я здесь через видяху стримлю, а туда еще параллельно через прост, то производительность в разы упадет.
Something about more.
ППС в игре будет
They always
нестабильный.
cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Ну ты че, картинка будет похуже, чем здесь. Здесь 2К у нас спокойно делал 60 FPS, там максимум 1080. И то такие посредственные.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Так, пацаны, ставили плюсик, у кого больше?
What was the cause of death? What other clues? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Ну да.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Так, доска зацепок. Досье, так, у нас. Так, сюда, сюда, сюда. Карта. Что ты мне хочешь на карте показать? Не, ну тут пока ничего не интересно. Дела. Так. Наш дедуля.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Nah. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged.
Ну да, он через озеро вылез.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Сейчас тут движуха начнется.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Тупо исчез. Бесследно.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Ты уже ничего не покупал.
He's coming. No
Давай
weapon.
на свет, на свет, на свет, на свет, на свет, на свет.
Page said to get into the
На
light.
свет давай. Кстати, оставаться в свету, чтобы враги вас не заметили. Да, чисто выспался, блядь. С отпуска вышел.
Can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Так, ган у меня там лежит, там бежать его хватать. Ну ладно.
Vanished.
Неплохо так начали. Так, ну мы музыку слушать не будем. Мы сразу продолжаем. Так, а выяснить, куда отправился Нэт и где его.
The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Может, наоборот.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Так, новое досье у нас открылось. Ну, это то, что только что произошло. Так, дела. Да куда тебя воткнуть? Не сюда. Ну, надо к этим делам притулить, правильно? Ну да. Так, больше у нас вопросов, чем ответов. Если на то пошло. Так, что у нас по задачам? Выяснить, куда отправился Найтингейл, смерть в поисках улик.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Эти улики надо сюда втурить, чтобы разобраться, что здесь произошло.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Так, тут ничего интересного не будет. Батарейки, медицина, например.
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Так спокойно, вон тут трупы валяются, одной, второй, третий, блин. Четвертый исчез. Все нормально, мы пойдем пока других поищем.
They're a fine pair.
Идем, догоняй. Так, надо тут офисы обшарить. Мало ли.
I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide also.
Может, что найдем тут интересного. В шкафчике что-то есть. Пусто. Здорово.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow. Coca-Cola Brothers Adventure Tour.
О, это сюда.
My client.
Это нам пригодится.
Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Письмецо какое-то. Кто-то ворует туалетную бумагу, короче, у них. В ответку написали, нахер ты читаешь туалетную бумагу.
I can't force it open.
Закрыто.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh?
I'm
my
on
wits
out.
end with you.
Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out.
Так, тут ничего интересного в принципе нету.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already
Ну,
have.
походу, да, видишь, это
Can you call it in,
поубивало
Casey?
половину состава.
Smart choice, Anderson.
Все сидят дальше работать, занимаются там. В носу ковыряются, документики
Agent Casey
заполняют.
here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Поехали на озеро.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Сердце.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap.
На цепи
Need to
это
figure
стоит.
out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Да, дело не из простых. Не каждый день такая ерунда с тобой происходит.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Ребята какие-то тут.
Hey, hello there.
Здорово, здорово.
Folks doing? Those restricted area signs.
Hello.
Don't do a damn.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you.
Да тут чел с телека, если
Stephen
что.
here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't know right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Thank you. I need to head out.
Записочка. Так, ладно, зачитаю. Следы постороннего вмешательства. Сигнал перенаправлен к неизвестному передатчику. Последствия вмешательства ликвидированы, но сам факт вызывает беспокойство. Сообщу отделу расследований. Оставляю записку на случай, если меня кто-то сменит. Если вы читаете это, проверьте оборудование на предмет постороннего вмешательства. Может, стоит добавить дополнительный слой металлической оболочки, чтобы обезопасить технику от енотов. Стивен Лин, старший техник. Паша техник, да. Так, тут ничего больше нету.
Let's get to the murder side, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Да, весьма разумно возвращаться вечером на место преступления.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never
Там тут
minded the
затопило
rain.
все кругом причем.
Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Да, в округе тут только олени.
We've seen this symbol
Ну,
before.
кстати, символ. Когда по трупам его не было видно. Так, это нас сюда. Дела. Опа, сюда.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Все. Больше пока ничего. Получается, что да.
Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
Что по задачам? Смотреть место преступления, отправиться за Найтингейлом. Что ты мне там постоянно показываешь? Мы же тоже все осматривали, что здесь еще не так может быть. Следы.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Ну да, разумно было вечером, ночью разделиться. Подруга смелая, одна говорит, пойду порешаю все дела. Знаешь, что тут маньяки бродят, людей ножом скрывают. Надо по одному сходить.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Пойдем проверим.
I
Бля.
can feel something. A presence.
Да, немножко обосрался.
Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Which is ladle?
Черпак видно, да. Так, дела. У нас тут новый Да, слежки появились. Ну, жертва. Я понял.
Doesn't look right.
Пока все. Так, папы докинем. На всякий случай. Тут, наверное, это ерунда. Она не выбирает ее. Чисто забагованная какая-то. Ладно. Так, не, фонарик подруби. Дерево такое высокое.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
the witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the
Найти
overlap.
хижину ведьмы. Следующая цель. Сага встала на место предохранителя, найденный ранее среди хлама в лесу, и вступила в хижину ведьмы. Ее ожигло неясным чувством узнавания. Кто-то был рядом с ней, кто-то знакомый. Точнее, она бы не сказала, что-то давно забытое. Она попыталась удержать это ощущение, но оно уже ускользнуло целям. Помещение было ярко освещено, ряд предметов бросался Саге в глаза. Они выделялись на фоне пыльных черепов животных и котла, как будто свет вылепил их, выдернул из тьмы, сдвинув реальность и наполнил их тайным смыслом. Термос, обувная коробка, ведро и швабра. Плакат на стене, а в шкафчике еще одна страница рукописи. О, надо будет шкафчик заглянуть, типа, как бы нам намекнули немножко. О, ты куда?
Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
Да, задач мы, конечно, нарубали немало. Побегли.
This is the witch's hut.
Ну так, хижину мы нашли. Надо найти предохранитель.
Okay, I found another page. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Ну, полезно там мусор оказался. Пригодился. Так, засейвиться можно в комнате отдыха. Так, в шкафу там какая-то была.
Making progress.
Письмо в шкафу каком-то должно быть. Вот оно.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Сердце в отверстие. Так, еще раз давай прочитаем, посмотрим, что тут.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
Опа, сейчас подожди.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Ну, в знаке это, походу, там, где вот про ту ведьму, где описание было, там дырка была. Я все правильно понимаю, надеюсь. Это все, что только что он говорил нам.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
Once in a while, they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
В магазине в холодильнике. Прикольно. Где у нас магазин? Нам сюда, короче, надо идти. А я тут. И там мне вот так вот сюда прогуляться придется.
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost
Заблудился в
once with
лесу.
my wife, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Так, карта. Так, нам прямо сейчас и потом налево. Блядь, ты чё напугала меня? Заикой остаться можем. Сигарчанские. Шматья.
Occultist.
Ну
A
что
monster.
такое, а?
Like Nightingale.
Так, надо бейсбола бахнуть. Так. А тут походу сердце лежит, да? Да, вот оно.
The text on the heart is clearer now. legible.
Рябью кривое зеркало пошло, волна на него навалилась.
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
Так, предлагаю тут обшариться немножко еще.
And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Да, колечки нам пригодятся. Ячейки. Опа. Дружье. Подойдите к стойке и задайте вопрос леди Фортуне. Угу. Пойдем, где у нас стойка? И леди Фортуна у нас то, подожди. Где-то пароль, по идее, должен быть, да? Ага. Лотерея. И какой, интересно, код? Госпожа, решила чтение будущего полного хрустального шара, толкование снов. 0137, да? Там 3 цифры, правильно? Какие будут варианты, котята? Давай 723 пойдем попробуем. А так он уже стоит 723. Бишь не канает там. Какие еще варианты были? Я не сильно запомнил. Ну, 945, давай попробуем. Не канает. Подойдите к стойке, загадайте вопрос о леди Фортуне. Ну это типа лотерея, я так понял, да? Фортануло типа. «723», я понял. Или нет? Нет. Ну, кидайте свои варианты, пацаны, что вы там тупите, сидите. Ладно, я тут не могу собраться с мыслями.
These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket.
Номера такие же, как на лотерейном билете. Ну, 723. «745». Да? Нет. Блин. Мне интересно. А ну, пацаны, там, загуглите, елки-палки. Давайте быстренько кто-нибудь там загуглите, чтобы мы долго не думали.
I don't think this is relevant.
Ну, смотри, 723 отпадает. 745 тоже отпадает. 717 и 713, да? 537. А, типа число, месяц и год, думаешь? А ну пойдем попробуем. Просто загугли, да, по-любому. Не, колямба не работает. Не канает, но вариант был неплохой. Еще раз. Давай, подруга, подсказывай что-нибудь, что ты? Я просто вот тут подглядывал, вот сюда вот посмотрел, 745. Потом там что-то зачеркнуто. Семьсот 49. А, это номер телефона. Семьсот 39. Ну, пойдем чекнем. Да. Сюда его. Хорош, Коломбо. Пистолетные патры тогда. У нас как-то пока не сильно все шоколадно. Так, надо тут все проковыряться, пособирать максимально всяких доступных предметов. Я думаю, в дальнейшем они нам очень сильно пригодятся. Ничего тут не спрятали. Так, что по задачам подождать? Так, у нас тут новые фотки есть. Вот без сердца.
Sounds literary, but what does it mean? Found the heart in the fridge, just like the page said I would.
Да, не врет. Так, мне теперь куда надо идти? Знак ведьмы. Пробки. Движение ведьмы. Сюда, да, получается, надо идти? Цели. Провести ритуал и открыть вкладку. Поместить сердце в отверстие в табличке. Так, еще раз карту чекаем. Там сейчас влево взять немножко и прямо и левее. Так, надеюсь, садомисты эти нас не будут преследовать.
They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the...
Так, я правильно бегу? Подожди.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Давай уже. Поговорили? Так, мне сейчас прямо... А, нет, стоять. Да. Правильно? Карта неудобная максимально вообще, ужас. Что нельзя на карту было что-то сделать. Так, нам вот эту фигу надо пройти. Не-не-не-не-не. Надо туда попасть. А как ее бежать? Не забывайте почаще сохраняться. Давай, сохранимся. Еще раз. Туда дальше. Комната отдыха, местонахождение. Знак ведьмы. Провести ритуал и открыть складку. Поместить сердце в отверстие в табличке. Где мы видели подожди? Это были знаки этой ведьмы с описанием. И там дырка была. Где-то здесь неподалеку это все было. Я ты живущий. Отлично, патрон фильтровый, конечно. Ну туда вроде бы была дырка, да. Ой, подруга, не гони. Не гони, подруга. Зря. Остановился. Не такое.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap.
Да
Are
не,
you still on
подруга.
your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan!
Это ловушка.
Where are you?
Я на это не ведусь.
What the fuck was
Ну,
that?
не проведешь.
Logan's back in
Ищите
Virginia.
других игроков.
You're imagining things.
Потом заодно что-то лежит.
What was that?
Я такое ощущение, как я по кругу хожу.
Did I get turned around?
Ну да.
No, this is right.
Ну, в прошлый раз вот этого не было тут.
Like a nightmare.
Письмецо. Так. А которая из письма я только что нашел.
Need to find Nightingale.
Послание. Нет, это мы читали. Это читали. Вот, Найтингейл заходит в озеро, Сага находит убежище, Сага открывает складку на озере Колдрон. Вот он. Черпак ведьмы возвышался над Сагой, следил за ней из-за ведьмы рисунком ведьмы на табличке, за сердцем Найтингейла, что холодильным куском мяса болтается у нее в руке с момента прибытия в город. Ее представление о безумии и нормальности сильно изменилось, но наставнице она доверяла. Вряд ли у нее был другой выбор. Сага обратилась к ведьме. Она прищурилась, чтобы прочесть первую часть ритуального текста, смазанную фразу на сердце. В памяти всплыла вторая часть. Слова составницы «Вот сердце, ведьма». «Покажи мне кошмар». Сага потолкнула сердце в отверстие в табличке, как ключ. Дерево было дверью на другую сторону. А, кстати, да, надо не забывать нюанс. То, что мы читаем там и лазим в игре нас в этот момент могут бить. Опа, стоять. Какая-то заправка была или что? Подруга, ну вот тебе и кошмар, как ты просила. Бля, это тот чел. Он тут походу. Он будет с голой жопой за нами бегать будет сейчас. Так, куда мы не пойдем? Мы пойдем сюда. Блять, я его слышу.
He's here. Nightingale.
За жопу хватит.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
Это мы возьмем. А, это нашего корефана портфельчик вот этот. Ведьмик это не. Да, я его со спины слышу. Какая-то станция метро или что это? Мы кругами ходим. Так, сохранка прошла, но что-то сейчас произойдет. Давай, короче. Иди нахер. Мне патроны нужны. Валим, ноги летит. Что тут стоит, да, вроде? Что произошло? Так и должна быть или я умер? Не, походу умер. Ну ладно, поохотимся. Иди нахуй. Блять! Ты такой резкий, а? Блять. Попа прикончили. Куда go? Я бегу. Давай, беги. Давай, пёс. Давай смотри. О, это четко. Так, ну дробаш поярче с ней справлялся, сам пошел. Да, я кругом бегаю. Нихуя. Да заряжай быстрее.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The Dark Presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey!
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! He got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
In the dark, miles apart, made a promise that I'm coming out alive. Raging heart, went too far. I will never lose myself again, or I was calling you, did you hear me? I lost my way, lost my way. I was trapped in 1,000 nights with no escape. Nightmares taking me over, and now I'm wide awake. And now I'm wide awake. Oh, I died like 1,000,000 times.
Все, хватит соплей распускать. Песенки тут слушают.
Anderson, where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alex Casey, how? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on. It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Just get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute. Cauldron Lake. I thought I'd never see this place again.
Take your time. But you should know these woods aren't the safest.
Yeah. It's getting dark. You have a flashlight? It's not safe without a light.
I have a light. And a gun. You can relax, Wake.
And pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. It's okay.
Take your time.
Собрался? Так, давай пока доскудился, так посмотрим.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a writer who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
Ничего интересного. Так, дела. Пока ничего нового, да? Цели. Исследовать ранее затопленную местность, уехать в Брикс-Фоллс. Я понял. Ну, давай тут прочекаем, что тут. Он как бы намекает.
Should look around.
Надо
With
осмотреться,
the
да.
flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
Ничего интересного здесь нету. Вон что-то олень мертвый лежит. Дальше не заходит. С любимой даже остается. Прикольно. Ничего интересного я не нашел. Что вы, подруги, долго будете, еще сиськи нет? Дальше не идет. Братан, ты идешь? Давай весь берег обшарим. Исследовать ранее затопленную местность. Ну, это то бишь в общем и целом, я так понял, да, исследовать надо. Ну и что, тут ничего интересного здесь нету. Да, не залазит.
A creepy twig sculpture? A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade. The cult doesn't see their victims as people.
Не забывайте, они похожи на нас только внешне. Разум не подобны животным. Наша задача переловить их и выпотрошить их нахрен. То бишь вполне возможно, что этот культ дерева не такие уж и плохие ребята. дела обновились.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. Think.
Что думать? Так, что, возвращаться к этим? Нет, еще. Погоня за писателем превратилась в парадокс Зенона. В списке независимых ему графоманов появилась новая фамилия. Хемингуэй, Буковский, Уэйк. Я доберусь до тебя, найду тебя, заставлю заплатить. Ты крупно вляпался. Он спустился в туннель из темного города в океаны тьмы. Следующая остановка — станция Кальдера-стрит. Что-то загрохотало, не поезд. На платформе заметились тени. Культ писателя поджидал его, культ слова. Рядом с ним соткался культист, и несу его слова в своем сердце. Такого не разрешить. Мы тебя в озере не пропустим. Его поймают, убьют. Он попался. Он не попался. Он переродился в огне. Он был потерян, но восстал. Пришел, чтобы отыскать выключатель. Выключатель вернулся из озера, которое не было озером. Да. Жесткий толстяк.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson, just one case without the writ.
A triangle.
Кто-то возле мага
Yes, you
залазит.
do.
Так, ну тут мы уже читали. А вон отсюда, псина.
Even the animals are turning into monsters.
Так, надо отхилиться. Угу. Так, тут мы еще не были.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Так, лампочка типа. А, светом типа свети. Куда идти? Вот тут типа лежит. Я понял вас, пацаны. Там хорошо придумали. Пульс, иди за тобой. Прямо сейчас. Зачем? Черпака ведьмы Сага посветила фонариком на странное темное вещество, так же, как Нейтингейл оставил в морге. Под ним что-то притаилось. Она встала на цепочке, чтобы разглядеть поближе. Ее ослепило, как солнцем. Но наоборот, тьма застила ей глаза. Внезапно все изменилось. Вещество повлияло на свет. Ответная реакция, рука Саги дернулась. Сага сжала фонарик, захотела, чтобы ее луч пронзил темную материю, сжег ее. Страшно, очень страшно. Мы не знаем, что это такое. Так, что по задачам? Их у нас очень много, да? Что такое баллон с газом? Патрон, дробовики, батареечки, фальштейр. Что-то, кстати, надо ячеечку бахнуть. Полезная вещь. Их кучка будут нападать. Кто там шорхает? Так, надо сходить засейвиться. Да? Думаю, лишним не будет. Да, только что на пляже было светло. Ой-ой-ой, тетя. Вам помочь надо, дядя? Это таки с полицейского участка, тетя. На секундочку.
activity detected. AWE. Event in progress. Cauldron Lake. What's an AWE? Casey, what exactly does the FBC do?
After New York, when I started looking for our friend here, their name came up. I pushed them for any files they had on him, but got stonewalled. They have a reputation of showing up for weird shit. They have a presence here, and now we find our writer. How about that?
Так, что-то какая-то движуха у меня в комнате происходит. Игрушки под ногами сами падают. Что ты стала? Застряла в текстурках.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hun. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now. Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember. Am I talk show tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that...
Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Yeah, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. I'm expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Hello?
Так, дайте мне фонарик.
I'm losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice. What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story. I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
Какой пароль?
Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
665. Пойдем попробуем.
There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out. What was that? A message? Impossible to say.
Блин, я не последил, что там произошло.
Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about riding here for countless days. A plot board for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far. But other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
Вернуться к рукописи. Пойдем.
I didn't remember much, but I knew my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place. I'd use my writing to project myself out of this room, like a deep sea diver to go deeper and explore the depths of this prison for a way out. This room was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
Welcome back. We have a great show for you here tonight. We'll treat all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here. Best-selling writer, the books, the films are based on. Let's do this! Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
I know it can be an awkward question to the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him in the role of Casey? Does he look the part to you?
He looks exactly like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm a huge fan of your books.
So, what's the problem, Alan? Because on more than one occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations... I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I was watching the world through a rain-slick window, my own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing to shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great! Murder Case Casey! Great job, Sam. Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
Бля, опять. Что у них тут происходит? Может, за кулисы сходим? Все так же самое, как и в прошлый раз. А, ну вот это нафиг. Все другой код. Пять, шесть, пять, по-моему, попадаем. Закрыто. Короче, по кругу все опять пошло. А нет, тут уже открыто.
Hello?
Да, это поборщик.
Ah, Lorraine! There you are, Tom. Oh, not so much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
No totta helvetissä. Of course, Tom. The work will instruct its maker. I was gonna get something from the basement for you, but you can get it yourself now. The more cooks, the worse the soup.
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katsopako a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit. It's in a shoebox, in the basement where you left it. Safe as in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor. You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take long when you get to work.
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark place. Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his troubles is the prisoner of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
The janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face. I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
В подвал еще идти. Я еще знал, где этот подвал здесь. Дверь заперта. Так, ну здесь нам явно не сюда. Какая-то дверь там. Я так думал, мне от этой двери ключ дал. Но больше других фариков я не вижу. Туалет. Тоже ничего интересного нету. О, карта. Так, я сейчас где? Вот здесь. Вот где подвал. О, так она через комнату уборщика. Блять, вот я нажимаю карту, а он заходит мне в доску. Какого? Запятая дверь. Так, у меня тут мусор стоит. Ну так, сходим. Прямо и направо. Так, в коробке из-под обуви. Что-то я спрятал.
An old lamp in a shoebox. Was this what the janitor had left for me? The lamp felt significant. A tool for bringing light to the darkness. I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead. Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed. Like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now.
смог задействовать свет и найти выход.
I felt another surge from the lamp. I could hear the glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
Это прикол какой-то. Так, не знаю, все ли я правильно сделал. Найти выход со студии, так что задействовать свет и найти выход. Так, надо мне оттуда свет, походу, стырить.
Place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember the clicker, the light switch. I lost it, but I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare. Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror real. It feeds off my mind, twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many. I keep failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral in the darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, the compass. It's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean, it's not an ocean. And a lake, that's not a lake.
Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time.
Так, котятки. Предлагаю на этом и закончить. Расселимся здесь. Как бы продолжим уже в следующий раз. Всем благодарочки, кто присутствовал. Сладких снов, котятки.